Atlantic Coast High School head coach Kevin Sullivan on 1010XL. How are you, Coach?
Hey, doing well. Everything's good. Just trying to survive the heat and get better every day.
Well, last year you tried to put a team together and you didn't have really much of a senior class or anything like that. Where are things in terms of building a program? Give us an idea.
Well, it's like night and day from a year ago. I mean, our kids are understanding how to practice, understanding what our expectation of coaches is for them and what their expectation for themselves should be. So our kids have been moving around pretty good, and we're getting better. And with our situation, we've got a bunch of kids coming back. We have some transfers in, so we're just trying to get better every day and get ready for our schedule that we have to undertake.
Kevin Sullivan of Atlantic Coast here with us on 1010XL as we preview Duval County High School football. Coach, I talked to you off air before we started this. Schedule's a little bit different this year than it was last year. A lot of the Gateway Conference teams, Mandarin, Fletcher, Stanton, Inglewood, Wolfson, etc. That's got to be exciting for your kids, especially the Mandarin and Wolfson games, because I would imagine some of your kids came from those schools. Got to be a little added motivation.
Well, the Mandarin game with the opening, there ought to be about 5,000 people at that one easy, and it's going to be pretty high emotional game. One you want to start off the season with, not a make or break here, but a game that you got to be ready, focused in, because there's going to be a wide variety of guys trying to get after each other, and a lot of those guys grew up together, played together. Now they're playing against each other. And so, it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be fun. And, the district schedule's pretty tough with St. Augustine, Bartram Trail in there along with Wolfson and Lee. So, we're going to have our work cut out for us. We're going to have to play hard. We're going to have to get after it.
Getting back to the Mandarin game, is it important for a brand new high school to form those rivalries early, to have those teams, those schools that are nearby, locked into the schedule, to know that that's something to look forward to?
Yeah, I think so. I think that that's one of the things that we wanted to play that game early. At the beginning, and when we talked about it on the scheduling, and we thought it would be a good situation, a good place to open with, because if you get them later on, like game 10 or 11, and one team's 2-7, the other team's 7, it's not. But when you open 0-0 and everybody's got them big expectations at the beginning of the year, I think it's pretty exciting. It's going to be a great atmosphere for our kids, and I know they're going to be excited about it. I know the Mandarin people are going to be excited about it, so I expect a big crowd that night.
And that's a natural rivalry. 8-9 miles? Yeah. Schools are separated. It's going to be a lot of fun. Opening night, September 2nd, which, is only 3 weeks away, as we're here August 11th here at the Bait for Sports High School Awareness Day. Coach, in talking about last year, 7-3 last year, you did beat a Gateway Conference team in Parker, your first year as a school. As you've had a chance to reflect and look back on it, you got to be very pleased with what you accomplished. Again, no seniors really on your team, but still a 7-3 campaign. It's got to make you very excited for year number 2.
Well, I think the big thing about last year that I thought was probably the most interesting thing was watching our kids from the beginning, first day of practice, into the season, getting some success early, and watching us mature and grow and understand how to prepare for games and how to work. And I think that's probably the biggest thing. A lot of it has to do with the guys that are on my staff. 6 or 7 of them have been with me since 2003. So our continuity staff-wise has been really good. And that's a credit to my principal, Miss Lynch, and my athletic director, Kelly Blunt, for being able to let me get my staff established at a new school where sometimes you don't get that opportunity. You got all these guys off campus, and I think that's been really good for us. Almost all my guys are on campus, so we're always around our kids. We're always on top of our kids. And just watching this mature from week 1 to week 11 was really interesting. And then watching us go from the end of the season to the spring and through spring practice, man, we actually look like a football team, where I thought last year sometimes we didn't.
Talking with head coach Kevin Sullivan of the Atlantic Coast Stingrays. Brandon Finkley's one of the guys that you're going to count on heavily. Who are some of the other guys that you'll be looking to score points, move the chains, etc.?
Well, probably one of our biggest things is our kicker, Bennett Bland, our kicker punter. He was 6-9 with his 3 misses, all over 50 last year. Strong leg. He's made the tour. He's got a bunch of different schools looking at him. Put the ball in the end zone, averaged about almost 40 a punt. So I think our kicking game, that's going to help us. And our center, offensive center, Blake Stone, who's a tremendous player, might be the best center I've been around on my level. And all the teams and all the players that we've coached over the years, he's smart. He makes all the calls. He can make all the blocks. He understands what's going on. And then D tackle Jeff Gay, he committed South Alabama over the summer, which was our first commitment. So we have a nucleus of those guys, and then you throw in You throw in Devontae Wiggins, Richard Montgomery, our tailbacks, Zach Burnett, Jahari Hines, fullback linebacker types. So there's some guys in there that have been around and played, and we're still going to be relatively young. And that's the part I like. We're still going to be a good mix offensively, but we're still going to have 7 underclassmen on the offense, and they all played last year. So we're going to be okay, I think, as the years come up as we get going.
Coach, as we begin to wrap things up here with you again, Kevin Sullivan of Atlantic Coast. I actually made it out to a couple of Atlantic Coast games. Stayed for the first half, had to get back to the station for the post-game show. Crowds were pretty good for the first year, and certainly the community's rallying around this new school. You have quite a home field advantage out there for an early ongoing program.
Yeah, it's a neat atmosphere when the lights are on in the back and everybody sort of has to park up front and walk back in there and the lights are up over. It's got a nice little atmosphere for it. We've just had the opportunity to name our stadium. We've got a sponsor on our stadium this year, Arlington Toyota Stadium we've got this year, and they've bought into the program. And so we've got a lot of exciting things going on. Larry's Giant Subs come in, was a big sponsor of our program. So our community is jumping on board, taking care of our program, taking care of our kids. We always try to, like I told the guys, man, we got to do everything first class, the way we act on the field, the way we act in the classroom. But our community has bought into what we're doing, and we're trying to give them a great product as we build this thing the right way.
Well, you go 7-3 first year, they're going to want more than that the second year. You know that.
Yeah, you wave the wand and boom, you win a bunch of games. So, we're like I said, our kids are bought in, I think, and they understand. Now, I don't know if that's going to translate into a lot of wins this year, but we're going to do everything we can to try to be an aggressive and exciting brand of football and high school football to watch.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. Thank you.